Ladies and gentlemen, we've asked you here for this very special edition of TWFC Live to address the absolutely sickening circumstances that went down during the main event of Night 3 WrestleMania. And we just want to make it clear that myself nor any member of the council approve of anything Triple H or Ric Flair have done over the past 48 hours. When we started TWFC and merged the likes of AEW and WWE together, it was with the goal of merging the major promotions to have one platform where the best could face the best, and it would be all about pure in-ring wrestling. And somehow, some way, we've just gotten away from that. Power struggles, and we've tried so hard to rid this place of dictators, power-hungry dictators that want to take over our sport. I'm just shocked at the events that took place in this ring last night. And what makes it even worse is we trusted Triple H and Ric Flair to take TWFC into the future. A lot of their ideas we agreed with. We do need our own branding. We do need bigger and better everything. We do need a fresh restart. We need to take TWFC to the next level. But the way they've gone about handling that business it's just disrespectful to our industry as a whole. It's a stain that we will never remove from the legacy of WrestleMania. The granddaddy of them all was just treated as nothing more than a glorified, screw job. It was a complete screw job. So as excited as we all were to get to this new era, we've had to pause that for a moment to have this event right here because something's got to be done. They're going to have to pay. There's just no other way to say it. There's going to have to be some repercussions for what they've done.
Johnny, I understand you're probably just as shocked as everyone else is right about now, but we made a decision that was best for business. And before I explain everything, I just want to remind you and the TWFC audience that the council signed an executive order a few months back that not only gives us the power to run this company how we see fit, but also protects us from any and all repercussions that may come due to our decisions in managing this business as authority figures. That's right. You signed along with everyone else on the council. You trusted us. And honestly, that was a wise decision, Johnny. You may not understand just yet, but we have secured the foundation of TWFC's future. I'll try my best to explain to these uneducated people who don't have a lick of business sense. But first, I'd suggest you get out of my ring and do your job behind the desk, because you disrespected our biggest superstar last night. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit. First of all, where's the hard cam? I want to speak directly to the wrestling world. It was all too easy. Me and Rick faked a little tension between us, and the council did whatever we wanted to get us to work together again. We were working together all along. We just needed an order signed giving us the full power to do what needed to be done. Everyone talks about how hard we fought to rid this industry of dictators. But the truth is, you need powerful leaders pulling the strings and making the necessary changes to grow. And that just wasn't happening with the old way of doing things by committee. We promised a fresh restart of TWFC, a brand new era that launches this company into the future, and that's exactly what we're doing. Millions of dollars have been invested to completely transform and relaunch this product to new heights. From the facilities, the arena, the way things are shot, a total rebuild from the ground up is all about to take effect, and it's only being held up by us having to come out here and explain ourselves rather than moving on from this event and officially kicking off the new era. The sooner we get out of this trashy mess of a city, the sooner we can officially kick off day one of the new and improved TWFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry for this.
Boo all you want, it won't change anything. Everyone is hung up on the fact that they say we've disrespected the legacy of WrestleMania. Screw WrestleMania. Part of launching us into the future is creating our own legacy, and we've spent years brainstorming about our own mega show, and we've finally got it. We'll announce that in time. For now, Just accept that we used the Wrestlemania name to have one final blowout under the old regime. We unified every major title into one mega championship for the first time ever, all to start fresh with a clean slate, while also crowning the one true undisputed champion of our sport. And the keys to the kingdom were supposed to be all yours, Cody. It was all too easy. You were already our top star. Everything was laid out for you to be the biggest name this industry has ever known. And at the last minute, you let your heart get in the way of your bank account. You sold your soul, stabbed friends and family in the back, all just to flush your spot down the drain last second. And then Rick here even offered your spot to Kenny Omega as a plan B, but he's just as stupid as you are. Now, I'll be completely honest. Either way, had either of you accepted the offer, it would have been temporary anyway, because we're always looking ahead to the future. All you did was force the future to come a little earlier than originally planned. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the man who will take TWFC into the future as we enter this new era and take this company to a whole other level, the TWFC Undisputed Champion of the World, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Well, here comes possibly the biggest corporate stooge we've ever known here in TWFC. The man who basically just robbed us of an entire tournament. What was the point of a damn tournament if they were just going to hand select MJF to come in and clean house? Look at him. And they're kissing ass. This makes me absolutely sick, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I hate to say I told you so. But damn it, I told you so. I told each and every one of you marks that I was the future of this industry and a future TWFC World Champion. Now, as my good pal Trips just touched on briefly, I want to take this time to personally thank Cody Rhodes for dropping the ball in epic fashion. Because this wasn't supposed to happen for me for at least another 2 or 3 months. But one man's mistake is another man's opportunity. And here I am, the ultra undisputed champion of the world. And oh, do I mean ultra. Never before has there been such a monumental reset in professional wrestling. A true changing of the guard situation where every major championship all got unified into one prestigious big golden championship, signifying the absolute best pro wrestler in the universe. And here I stand, the king of this industry. Now, I was already better than you, and you know it. I was already the pound for pound best in the world. But the reason my time was supposed to take a little bit longer is because of the $1 million investment. On top of all the other investments, such as a huge new arena, top-of-the-line production, and all the other things that are coming to TWFC thanks to these men beside me, a $1 million investment was made to take my already top-of-the-line skill set and add to it via the best training money can buy. In other words, since I understand we need to spell everything out for you idiots, I'm gonna be damn near unbeatable in this ring. Therefore, you're looking at your forever undisputed champion, baby. Which brings me to you, Johnny, the voice of TWFC, the man who lends his voice to the action that goes on in between these ropes. Last night, you blatantly disrespected the face of your own company when you removed your headset and downright refused to announce me as the new undisputed champion. So you're gonna pick up that microphone and officially announce me as the new TWFC Undisputed Champion of the World, or it's gonna be really bad for you, Johnny. Let's go, Figs. I'm not gonna ask twice.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new TWFC Undisputed Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
That's not good enough, Johnny. I want the big dramatic announcement I deserve, or my friends out there are gonna send you through that table. You got it?
Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous here. Oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes! And he's just attacked Batista and Orton. And MJF, Triple H, and Flair look stunned in the ring. Oh my God. Oh, this is not looking good for Batista and Orton here.
The tapes are real. You were right all along. Your father trusted me to deliver my tape when the time was right, but if you ever want to see what's in it, you let them go.
What the hell, Rick? You have a tape?
It's a long story. I didn't think it would ever matter.
Why would you tell him?
He was going to take out our guys if I didn't.
Cody Rhodes has agreed to spare Batista in exchange for the videotape. However, he will not spare Randy Orton unless you all agree to an undisputed championship match against MJF live right here in a special 4th night main event of Wrestlemania.
No way, that's not happening.
You don't call the shots, Cody. Unless you want me to destroy that tape, you better.
You got it! You want me one-on-one, I'll take you out for good!
Maxwell, no.
You got your match, Cody boy, but I swear it's gonna cost you everything. I'm the undisputed champion, and you will respect me.
Well, much to the dismay of Triple H and Ric Flair, Maxwell has agreed to another night of WrestleMania, him and Cody one-on-one. One final match for the Undisputed Championship, WrestleMania Night 4, and it's coming up next.